This podcast is powered by The Plug.
Now we are.
What?
So the 75-day challenge?
Yeah, it's going to be intense.
How's it going?
Not well.
Not. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I don't think I would want to stop drinking for 75 days.
Yeah, why?
I mean, props to anyone that does it, but no thanks.
I mean, like, it's okay to take breaks. I believe in that. I challenged myself one time for like a month.
Double D on the mic.
And I did it. Like, I went 30 days with nothing. But I was like, okay, I have control. It's fine. Like, I'm going to enjoy doing what I'm doing because I'm going to die anyways. So, might as well have fun and just be responsible while I'm doing it, right?
So is it more just to show that you can do it, or do you just want to stop completely?
Stop it. Stop it.
So which one is it? Just to show that you have discipline, or do you want to, or is it because you want to just stop for good?
The discipline.
With cigarettes, yeah.
That's a for good thing.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Cigarette.
I was just curious.
Cigarettes are nice.
But I'm proud of you guys that, you know, have, I guess, just more control than I do. I've been smoking, like, consistently since I was,
workout
like,
routine,
you know, 15.
I still need better control. That's for sure.
Me
I like
too.
and the reading part is fun too, like reading and working out.
It's the social smoking and the stress smoking.
It's the
that's what
social.
gets me.
It's the social for me.
Social and stress.
Stress isn't too big of a factor when it comes to smoking.
I don't really
Cigarettes,
know.
at least.
Yeah,
Weed. That's.
but I really don't
That's
know.
for any mood.
We're not talking about.
That's for any mood. Doesn't matter.
We're not talking about the greatest thing to ever be not invented by man.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't know how
21. That's what we do.
But we do have
I need them in all
Double D in the building.
Yes, hello,
Double
everybody.
Long overdue.
Thank you for
Do you have any other
having me
aliases
over.
that we don't know about?
We got Judd.
Any metal names that they call you? that we don't know?
Judd. Double D.
So we go way back from Seven Hills and AYL football and baseball, but
He's a killer
years.
Hillington.
we've been
Killer Hillington.
going pretty hard in the music scene for
Years.
on a regular
Been doing
basis
that,
for like
yeah.
7-8 years that
Yeah.
we've been
And
linking
Two
up.
different
Yeah,
genres.
years.
It's been like 7-8 years, and
He's a
then
hip-hop
I
and
go,
a metal
I go
guy.
back even, I go back further than that, just playing, you know, garage band shit, and you know, I think my first metal show, I still consider it a show, it was a battle of bands, but we got to play at the Ogden, and you know, they made shirts and shit, and it had like all the bands that are participating, so I still have that shirt. That shit was called Exposure. That was back when we were still in high school, so I was like, what, 15? I think my dad, like,
16, 15?
my mom and my dad ended up dropping me off, and I think I just played like a house kit, and you know, I was with it was Bronkheiser and Guillermo in that band. That was Second Class Citizens, dude.
Shout out to ABK.
Hell yeah! I mean, and G Money. But yep. So and from that point forward, you know,
What's your latest band's name?
band's Ancient Colossal is the group
Shout out
that
to-
I'm with now. AC, yes.
And you guys just released the album.
Love it. Yeah,
Not
we
too
did.
long ago?
Yep. It was what? Just
What was it? Reverse Birth?
is it?
Was it
No,
Reverse Birth?
it was Galactic Rebirth.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Reverse Birth.
I album cover. It's crawling back in.
I don't know why I had reverse birth in my head for some reason.
No.
But I could not. I knew it had something to do with birth, and I could not fucking
Sounds
remember.
very metal though.
It does, doesn't it?
But yeah, definitely.
You're welcome.
Playing drums, you know, like from 9-10 years old on, and then got on a kit, and the rest is kind of just history. And then actually, it's funny because that's how the shit started with you and I, because I was in the metal scene for so long, and then
I used to call him Travis Barker.
I was living with a band at the time. I was in Defiance Light, and we had a big feud, and you know the whole house split. And I tried starting other projects, and then guys would be there, and then guys would dip, and I got so tired of it.
People
I was like,
weren't about it, but I was.
No, but I said I was like, all right, fuck this.
And hip hop was part of his.
I gave
religion.
up. No, but I just gave up. But I had always threatened that band that I was with at the time that I'd have a rap album someday, and they just kind of laughed and
He has
whatever.
several now.
But yeah, and then you
We're
know,
getting there.
it was that conversation that I just overheard you and Shane having, and I spoke up.
Shout out
and,
to the train.
Yeah,
Oh.
So let me
R.I.P.
say something real quick before you keep going. So they laughed, but we got 3 mixtapes,
Boom.
all 25 tracks each.
Bong.
You got a solo album.
Super solo mines.
Dan the Man's got one pretty much done.
Yeah, it was in the
Dustin's
works.
got one done.
I
got one
You got
done.
one.
I got a second one done. There's just not the. I need
not the press
the
yet.
album art.
Yes, yeah.
We're
And then
featured
we
on
got
all
a
of our other
double
shit.
disc group album,
Yeah.
I'm working on another one.
all within about 7 years, probably like 200, close to 300 songs altogether.
Yeah.
like
Good
300
300
songs.
It's
Dude,
quite the
I-
discography.
I can't even think
About
about it
300
sometimes
songs.
when I.
That was a light flex.
Just saying.
Well, and so
Yeah.
then I got
Is
that
it a
plus all
flex
that,
or is it facts?
Both.
plus all the metal shit,
or
you know?
flesh.
Yeah.
Plus all the metals. No, but that's crazy.
That's
Just
nice.
give me
Hell
the
yeah.
fleshlight.
Just give me the flashlight.
Just give me the fleshlight.
Is that what he was singing about all these years?
Whatever.
I fucking knew there was something up with that
whatever
song,
he
bro. I knew there was something up with that song.
Whatever he said.
I couldn't do that. Could
How
you guys-
Stella got her Artois back.
How Stella got her arch back.
What Stella are we talking about here? The Archback one or the Artois?
Oh man.
Pick one.
Just go to Pornhub for one.
Yeah. So,
Sure, it's there.
yeah. Well, welcome to the podcast, Double D.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
We are in Switzerland.
No, I'm excited. Like, it's been, you know,
Long
I mean,
overdue.
Yeah. You were
been
you were
way too
on
long.
Fornicast, but that was said and done before it was even said. So, you know,
Yeah,
it's
Porncast was the shit.
yeah, it was chill. It was chill. But now we got this going. So,
We already have more episodes on this podcast than we did on Fornicast.
oh yeah.
So
And we have so many more to come.
we are on
You
a
guys
roll.
have, what, almost probably doubled that.
Well, and then a few of these episodes are like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, there's a couple that are an hour and a half long. I'd say the majority of them are over an hour. There's a few that are only like 30 minutes. But
Couple
Need to make
45
notes.
minutes.
I released like 2 at that point. You know, I did like one 30-minute one and then another 30-minute one, so it equaled an hour. But I'm trying to keep up with that hour. You know, like we got the
At least a nice 45 minutes.
we got the
Solid content.
yeah, we got the material for it. We got the time. You know, might as well do it. You know?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that at the end of the day, that's all anything is. You know, you just, I guess, with this 75-day challenge or whatever, you just got to do it.
or don't.
Yeah,
Or don't.
Or don't
Who the
do
fuck
it.
cares?
Or just fuck up on the first day.
Do it or don't.
well, guess what? There's still tomorrow, so try again.
Starting now.
Yeah, right. And
Sorry,
go.
I fucked up
It's
already.
like
Let's
that-
start
Wait.
now.
Yesterday on the couch.
Number of days since a workplace
Start-
accident.
Starting over
It's
after
like it's
this beer.
always a 0.
Wait, hold on. You said
Holy shit, we made it to 2,
tomorrow
guys.
is
They're like,
there.
damn
Today
it,
is
Frank.
there.
Don't tell him you tore your ACL. Walk it off.
It's the
Walk
hammy.
it off.
I can't
the hammy.
walk, motherfucker.
It's the hammy. I pulled a hammy.
So should we just go left right away?
Isn't that what we always do?
You guys down to just go left right away?
NASCAR.
I usually use my right.
Daytona.
I'm gonna get it.
You can go left, but I usually use my right.
Sorry.
So You know how boys get like snipped at birth?
Oh God.
So I heard this is possible for women that have a lot of extra labia skin.
But not at birth, though.
No, I don't. Oh, I'm not sure.
What? There's no way.
So
Probably not at birth.
No,
but it's a thing.
So I have.
If you have
I have
too much
daughters.
labia
I have
skin.
daughters, and I'm not trying to, go there or nothing. But like, something changes over time, right? They don't always look like that.
Fair. Good point.
Yeah.
Good
Just
point.
saying
you
that.
probably need it later in life.
Yeah. just saying, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's a very valid
Throwing it out
point.
there. It's not like it's not the same as boys,
So it's the
where it's like
opposite.
it's
So-
better. Well, the reason why they do it for why they circumcise at a young age is because your blood clots a lot faster, so you don't bleed out.
Right.
I thought it
and
was.
then some of it's like.
I thought it
for-
was. It's because it's so early, you won't remember the pain type shit. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean,
It's-
there's some of that too.
You're in the
but-
hospital.
I'm sure
doing
that's
it.
part of it.
But there's a lot of that, and then the one of the big reasons for it is because
Foreskin diseases.
yes, you can just bacteria and just
Right.
anything
Yeah.
that can get in there. So they just open it up. So it's like, cool, man. We're just gonna wash it off. Like,
Well, yeah, that's
just don't get it too dirty.
one reason to do it. But the reason why they do it when they're babies, or when you're a baby, is because you have a lot more. I think it's platelets or whatever it is in your blood that causes it
to clot faster.
coagulate and
Yeah.
and form a scab or whatnot.
And that makes sense. I mean, think about it. Like, you remember scraping your knee as a kid, and then just how fast you could be bleeding, and then it's just gone.
Well,
I do not.
Even
the
without
scab's
band-aids
already
and
there.
shit, and just
Just
now, you get a little cut in your finger, you're like, fuck.
No, just how quick you heal from anything. I remember spraining an ankle as a kid and then being able to sprint like 3-4 days later.
Keep going.
okay. Well, then the other thing too is you get a cut on a somewhere that where the skin kind of flexes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So later on in life, you get aroused. Let's say you decide to get that surgery.
Labia surgery.
Bro, can you imagine? It would be so hard not to get a hard on.
So on the-
And then it just stretches that skin out. That shit would hurt so bad.
I don't know where you're going with this.
so on
Like if you were to get circumcised later on in life
Okay.
versus a baby,
That would suck.
right? So one, as a
suck
baby, you don't necessarily get erect or whatnot. And two, your blood clots more. But if you, and they can do it later on in life, it is possible. But
the breasts.
yeah, you have to
1, 2, 3, bliss.
you have to make sure not to get aroused afterwards. Because
how long?
as long as it takes to heal, weeks.
Right.
What?
That's rough.
Yeah,
That's rough.
because then it stretches that skin out,
That's
and
rough.
it'll just rip it apart.
At night, it just
You're like, babe, don't talk dirty
dude.
to me.
What do you mean?
Don't talk dirty to me. Don't do it.
Can you imagine?
Don't look at me like that.
Can you imagine?
Just
the most
go to sleep,
unsexy
bro. You
shit
can't go to sleep.
Don't look at me like that.
You can't go to sleep.
So
There's no.
What happens when you just wake up with the hard on? You just wake up in pain.
Wood.
Oh, bro, I'm sure it would happen.
Wake up in pain.
There might be pills that they could give you to where you just physically won't get aroused. I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm not taking. those.
Okay, so on the flip side, if someone needs to remove labia skin,
I'll go
what if
without.
what if they do labia donations for women that want more?
Wow.
That one more,
Labia extensions.
is that a thing?
No, probably not.
Labia.
I doubt it.
Labia extensions.
Is this like hot
Highly
trend
doubt it.
that's
There
running
could be
around
someone
like
with
the.
extra.
I just got extensions put in.
It's the
Where?
We did talk about vagina wigs.
Right.
That was a thing.
hey, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just another,
Talking about vag hats?
actually, vag drapes.
I'm Merkin.
Oh god.
They fall down right now.
RBDs.
Oh, dude. Yeah, the RBD, man, the roast beef dangler.
Would you like the
roast beef
would you like the 3 centimeters
about
or
that.
the 1 inch? Would you like the 3 centimeters or 1 inch extensions?
Gosh dang it.
We have them in velvet.
Yikes.
This is
Oh,
not
I got-
1973.
This is very random, but I have another porn name. Last name McCockiner. First name Barry.
Barry McCockiner. Yes, that'll work.
Barry Cockiner's
Barry
wife is
McCockiner.
the creator of the
McCockiner.
of the vag extensions.
That's incredible.
Vag extension.
It's like, you know, when you hear, hey, okay, speaking of funny names, I shit you not, this is a true story. I was at the airport, okay? I was traveling, my dad, my brother and sister and shit. My brother and I were probably, in our early teens or something. We're in the airport. The people get over the intercom, they're like, paging, Smith, Robert Smith, you're needed at the service desk,
You're needed at the glory hole.
or wherever it is it has to be, right? I kid you not. Person gets on the intercom, they're like, paging Mr. Frapples, Bob Frapples.
Bob Frapples.
Yes. Your parents hate you.
Bob Frapples.
Your parents hate you.
Paging Mr. Frapples, Bob Frapples.
Bob Frapples. God damn it.
Yeah, and my brother and I looked at each other and we said, no fucking way. And dude, seriously, you can ask him. True story. True
That is
story.
pretty funny.
That is, and like, so I don't know if that was like somebody playing a prank at the airport,
That would
or
be
if that
great.
was like a real fucking thing.
I'm gonna do that everywhere I go from now on. Is just like make up a name.
Bob Frapples.
McCockiner?
Actually, you know what? That might be my alias from now on. Bob Frapples.
F-R-A-P-P-L-E-S.
You're like, wait, let me spell it. Let me spell it. There's a space. 2 words.
Nick, and the last name G-U-R-R. Ara.
Oh. Say it
Better
quickly.
say Nicholas Gurr. Better say Nicholas Gurr.
My God.
Oh, stupid.
Precisely. Nick Gar.
No, your name Nicholas.
Nick. Alis.
Unless you're from Deutschland, then it's Niklaus. Niklaus.
So I got something else random. I'm just
Right.
full of them.
I love it.
So let's go back to the things you never see.
Never.
What about a Republican doing the sea walk?
Holy shit.
Or a hyper giraffe?
Oh, like excitable?
Yeah, like Cocaine Bear?
but it's like a meth giraffe. Methamphetamine giraffe.
They got Cocaine Bear. That could be the
Meth
next
giraffe.
movie that comes out. Meth
No,
giraffe.
I'd rather see a cocaine sloth.
That'd be wild.
Fire.
Yo,
Like, what would they do?
with claws and shit. Yo, a sloth is fucking shit up.
3 inches?
Yeah, hell
But
yeah.
like, he can get somewhere a whole 5 minutes faster
Can we
now.
do the opposite? Can we do like a morphine Wolverine?
Yes. They can do anything.
Like give a Wolverine some morphine and
A morphine drip.
yeah.
If you give a mouse a cookie,
Oh
you
shit!
give a Wolverine morphine.
Would you give a Wolverine?
That's not the book.
If you give a badger Special K.
No, this just like adding gasoline to the fire. You don't do that.
Dude, you'd have to be lucky to even get to the badger to do that.
Right.
Give meth to a damn it, a wombat.
To a wombat. Wombat.
So I wouldn't be. I like wombats aren't scary, but like a wombat on meth.
That's what makes it so
I think
great.
most things on meth is probably pretty scary.
Pretty horrific.
Like a wild hog on meth.
Dude, yeah.
No, dude. No, a wild
Just a boar,
dude.
like-
Those things are scary just in general,
I
bro.
know.
Fuck that.
So,
Hell no.
So I had a friend in high school that wanted to go wild boar hunting
Me
with
too.
knives.
Absolutely.
Fuck
not.
that.
Yeah.
Not with
way.
knives. Nope.
No, and he
Absolutely
was
not.
serious.
I'm talking like
Maybe really, really long, maybe like machetes or something. But
Yeah,
he was saying
fuck
like
No.
just straight battling a fucking
good luck.
boar.
Good luck. Good
This is
luck.
not.
He was
This
all-
is
he
not
was all for
gladiators.
it.
Yeah, this ain't
He
no
was all
Hunger
for
Games
it.
shit.
The
I
fuck?
was like, you are nuts,
If
bro.
you do
Right.
it, you'd have to document it and call
is
it
crazy,
Boars
though.
and Swords.
He is very
Boars and swords. I like it.
Boars and Swords.
I
Boar
like it.
mayhem.
But it needs to be like a double-edged, like old school medieval giant fucking sword that weighs
oh,
like
yeah, dude.
75
A
fucking
claymore?
pounds. Yeah, dude.
Claymore sword.
You swing it once and you throw your back out.
For freedom.
the shit from the Denzel movie.
You slice one in half and get bored to death by the
The
rest.
sword that Denzel had in that one movie.
Anybody down for some Canadian bacon?
Y'all know what movie that is?
Which one?
The sword that Denzel had in whatever movie he had the big ass sword in.
Denzel had a sword?
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli, yeah. We'll get the Book of Eli
yeah,
sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If it was made
that
of
was
like,
that's more like a
kill
short
that.
story.
if it was made of like
But it
some
was still
super
dope.
light, like elvish type steel from like Lord of the Rings type shit.
Nibelheim.
Yeah.
Jotunheim's middle.
Oh yeah, that two-handed sword that he had.
Thor's Mjolnir middle.
That shit was huge.
Dude, just
Some Mjolnir.
fucking motherfuckers love that shit. That shit was no joke though.
Fuck
Shit's
that.
heavy.
Throw me Excalibur and it's off with his head.
True that, bro.
It's
Everybody
off with his
said
fucking head.
Yep.
off with his head.
Final
Sword in the
Fantasy
stone.
shit.
And the motherfucker's gone.
We got a tray right there. Just in
Right.
case.
Hit him with the bar.
All day. Have to.
Wars.
Yep, finally got on that St. Maurice beat from Griselda. Shout out Griselda. Dopest rap group out right now.
Always.
In my opinion. I think it's a fact, but, you know.
You know.
Well, there's just not a lot of people doing shit like that, and like, not only that, there's not a lot of people that are doing that shit anymore.
I mean who's
what-
spitting like Benny or Conway?
Not
well,
a damn person.
Nobody.
Yeah, and
They've
you want to talk
retired.
about taking your own lane and shit like that. I mean, one dude that I think stands up, but just in a different way, Aesop Rock, dude.
Right. He's one of the most creative
Just
rappers.
Yes. Like,
Definitely one of the most
He's got
creative.
like his own highway of just like this.
Totally
is,
different style, but
This
I
is
feel
what
you.
it is, you know.
I love unique rappers. He's one of a kind. So.
But I would say the same for who you just mentioned. You know, I mean, like they have like their own thing. Like nobody's doing that.
grimiest of all time.
Yeah, nobody's touching. that.
Grimiest of all time.
It is pretty nasty, and it's like very unique. Like Griselda, Conway, Benny, dude.
They still have such good flows on top of it. though.
Yeah, on top of it, and their material. It's
yeah,
they deliver good material. It's not just a bunch of bullshit that's delivered well. It's like they thought out what they're saying,
Yeah,
so to
you're-
speak.
You're
you
hitting
know?
on all levels.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
it's literally all levels of music in its own, and that's where you know.
So like
Zelda's
with the
amazing.
new guys, I understand because we're kind of old heads now. So like
Well, okay.
We have to appreciate-
But are we still bumping some of like our parents'
check
music
me
and
out.
shit?
Yeah,
check
of
me out.
course.
But like
course.
so look, my younger brother, he's like 25. He explained it to me in a different way. Like sometimes you just have to listen to the person that's rapping or whatever as a musical instrument. Like their flow is what makes the song.
Yeah,
not
sometimes they just
necessarily
want to vibe.
what they're saying.
The content.
So, like,
I have said that all the time because you're right. He's absolutely right. You can't make a
you
beat
can't put every
that's too
instrument
full.
on
You can't make a beat that's too full. If you
track.
make a beat that's just packed to the max and there's no pocket
Right.
for an artist to find, I mean, granted, you could probably find a pocket no matter
Do
what.
it. It's just
It'll sound
Not as
better
good.
if you kind of build the beat around the vocals as well.
Vocals?
Like you have a certain amount of the beat made, and then they lay the vocals.
Well, yeah,
and then you build the beat a little bit more up around
And I
it.
agree. The music has to breathe if you're going to put something else over it, and
Yup.
if it's going to complement it, it has to.
yeah, because you want
Has
to
to.
emphasize the beat and
That
the
was the-
lyrics, not just one.
That was the problem.
Exactly.
With Bob.
Too much shit going on.
He had either too much shit going on, or there wasn't enough shit to do it. So then we had to recreate the shit.
Or it's something
To
that,
do it.
or it's something that's better that just stands on its own, and it's almost not even
Okay,
like you can rap on it, but it's almost not meant
I think
for
perfect example of like what you can rap on, but it's not. It wasn't meant to. Look at Eli and Gandalf's Beat Machine, part 1 and 2.
That shit's dope,
That was
though.
just a full
Fire-ass
instrumentals. Just everything was like, and they were sick. Like you could get on them, but
It's just so
I think
different.
those are things that you have to appreciate at least for what it was put out for. But
Yeah.
when you overcrowd things and there is too much,
Yes.
you have to let it breathe somewhere.
Yes.
It
Yes.
has to breathe.
And then sometimes, like you said, you have to rap around the beat. So like if you don't change your flow and your tempo up, just keep with the same shit, you'll end up fumbling.
But
Yeah, because it comes down to you either got to pause, speed up, add a syllable, or drop a syllable to like
Or
hit
say
the beat
nigga.
each time.
But no, but seriously, back to what you were saying.
I can do that.
But
Throw a
back to what-
vernacular.
Or if you're white, you can say cats.
But back to what you were saying.
Run, Nichols, run.
Boots and cats.
This shit.
Please don't say
Boots and cats, Nichols.
Boots and cats and nickels and sunshine.
Oh, well, if we're going to talk about boots and cats, I mean, dude, so, yeah, boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and
We
cats.
gotta do the
In the
frolic
snow.
video.
In
Yep.
the
Next time
snow.
it snows,
Frolicking.
we're frolicking.
Oh, I'm hella down, bro.
Look in the snow.
With boots and cats in the
Hold on.
background.
I want to
Boots
just,
and
I just want to finish real quick. Back
In boots.
Cats and boots.
back to what you were saying, though. So now it's just become more of an instrument in the music,
Yeah,
and we
your
don't
voice,
care about what we're
What
talking
they're
about.
saying, yeah.
That's how some people
That's
are.
really
They're
how
cool
like
with
a
it.
lot of the newer rappers too. Like,
Yeah.
People
I'm
that
not
aren't-
spitting to like.
People that aren't true hip hop heads are listening for a certain vibe. They
Right.
just
We're a
want
little older,
they just
that's
want
what
a
I was
specific vibe.
And it's more
So
pop.
it's more mood music than
Yeah.
it is
Yes.
like.
Yeah.
They don't really care about the lyrics. They want to be able to vibe.
And we've talked about this a little bit in a previous episode.
Well, I was gonna say we've talked about. I know I've talked
That's why
about
I
this
like
with you
Block
guys, but
Party.
I'm getting it out
Not
here
the
right
best
now.
lyrics,
I think
but that song's
actually
dope as
in the
fuck. I
episode
don't
we
care.
just released, I think we touched on this, and we talked about genres and how we need to be true to our music genres. We're labeling everything on the radio like hip hop and rap. When it's like pop.
Yeah, when it's not.
Like it's
when
not
that.
hip hop rap.
Dude.
It's not rap.
Yeah,
it's,
it's
not the
it's
boom
more
bap.
pop. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not boom bap.
And that's what goes exactly with what you were saying, Double D. It's more of a vibe.
Yeah, so it's more mood music now
yeah.
than it is. I mean, like,
Which isn't. There's
this
nothing
is-
wrong with that.
here's the thing,
Everybody has their own likes.
You gotta keep trying different shit.
I-
I mean, I get it.
and I'm right there on the same point. It's because here's what sucks. It's like the one thing that I really hate in the metal community is like now there's like so many fucking genres of metal. There's like doom metal, and then there's grindcore, and then there's deathcore, and then there's just core, and then there's hardcore,
Yeah.
and then there's death.
That's a really
and then
good
there's
example.
Death metal,
That's a
and then
really
there's
good
tech
example.
Death metal.
That's a really good example.
Now, but those things
They
are
have
things.
that with rock too.
Those things are, but they are like real
Not as much,
things,
though.
you know.
And that's been around a lot longer, so maybe we're going through that.
and there's been a lot of it that's still
There's a lot.
There is
developing.
more of an
you know
evolution.
what I mean?
But you can really kind of categorize those things, and sometimes I hate it because I'm just like, no. For me, like I listen to it and it's like, okay, if you're shredding fucking boards, it's like, all right, that's tech. If you're just keeping it where it is,
Giggity,
then that's death.
Under your phone.
fat.
I mean, if it's just nothing but pig squeals and you know, then I mean, like, okay,
That's
maybe
death metal.
that's maybe a little more grind, you know, because at least in death
Grindcore,
metal,
yeah.
like you have, you know, you know, like there's more things going on, but there still is that, I guess, classification of it. I wish, I guess, in this aspect of it all, and I'm sorry because I know I'm derailing. I'll let you get to what you're about to go.
Oh, it's all
But
good.
I wish there
jutting.
I wish there was more of that, right? And what we are calling hip hop, and what we are calling rap, and what we are calling, you know, whatever's big right now. I don't know, you know. And you're right. Like we're getting older, but it doesn't.
We're old heads.
It doesn't mean that these terms and these things have to change. In that aspect, this isn't politics. This is fucking music.
So you remember the music that was playing at Skate City? That's classic music now.
It is.
It's I know. I know. It's considered
we're
old school.
Well, see,
or,
they
well,
need to-
25 years to become a classic. We're old, you know.
that's
I mean,
about right.
so
I understand what you're
From when you're a
saying.
kid to when you become an adult, then it's a classic.
With rock, it got to be too much of a label type deal. Like they went crazy with the label gun, so to speak.
sure.
But in hip hop, they didn't even take the label gun the fuck out.
They're just like, exactly. It's like everything's unclear.
It's just everything's hip hop.
This is rap. This is rap. This is rap. This is
But
rap.
not to say that
That was well
it's
put, indeed.
it's a racial thing or anything like that, but it's not even the culture that's putting these labels. It's the academy, the record labels, the people selling the shit.
The labels.
You know what I'm saying? And then doing these award shows and shit like that. Those are the people putting the label on the music.
Yeah.
Right.
And
No,
then separating up the music.
And dude, you're
But there's a
hitting it.
pattern. There's a pattern though. So, I mean, low key, I'm noticing it. And if I'm wrong, where they changed the tactics, please correct me. But
No, it's just
what
for
they did
whatever
with
sells.
rock in the beginning, or let's even back it up. What they did with the blues and jazz, because it was a minority thing, they ridiculed it, right? They called it secular. It wasn't the right type of
Are you
music.
talking like appropriation too? Right?
No, just the entertainment society at that time. Because before then it was country,
What was popular?
country music, love songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those sweet,
Definitely crooner music and
nothing with
shit.
the pop. You know what I'm saying? That pop shit didn't start coming along until jazz, and low key a little bit later for
Rock
for
and
rock,
roll.
that classic rock shit. But jazz was that jump off.
Avenue.
You know what I'm saying? That all of a sudden, and
Now everybody's.
low key jazz is the black movement moving into the culture.
Yeah.
Because once,
So is rock and roll though, bro. The king of rock
well,
and roll.
hold on, let me get there. Let me get
Lot
there.
of
There's
hip-hop samples.
There's an evolution though. There's
Sample
an
jazz,
evolution.
too.
There's an evolution though.
Okay, so
So
that's-
once that started coming in, right, you had a lot of gifted white guitar players
Hell yeah.
play
hell
on
yeah,
a
'cause
there's a
different
bunch.
speed.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Bunch.
But here we go though. Not only were they gifted, but they were taught that speed because
Of being in the
somebody
children's
that
circuit.
was already playing jazz noticed, oh no,
This white
play
guy.
something more your style.
Play that funky
Because
music,
with
white boy.
jazz, and this is notorious with jazz. If you're a musician and you're playing in a jazz band and you start playing and they notice certain things,
Oh,
if they're
nigga,
a
we're
real
going off of his
musician,
vibe.
they're gonna say, "Hey,
Absolutely.
play it this
Absolutely.
way."
That's where I started too.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was
so.
eighth grade jazz band. That's when first time on a kit, and
So-
like I was saying, rest is history.
So now that they get that transfer of knowledge right there from the jazz, and that transforms into classic rock.
And then they take it back.
And
to
you
their
see
own.
how they ridiculed classic rock as well, even
Even
because
with Elvis and his pelvic thrusts.
because it
People
sounded too
ridicule
much.
rap and they
It
sample all
sounded
this
too
shit.
much like jazz with words.
Yep.
Sure.
Now
Just
you're
distorted
putting
a little bit.
message behind the vibe.
You ain't
You know what I'm saying? So they ridiculed it as fuck. Jazz. How many different I guess subgroups of jazz are there now?
Scat jazz. There's regular jazz.
Hundreds,
there's
right?
moonlight jazz.
There are
there's
tons.
Hundreds.
beatnik jazz.
Watered it the fuck down, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it's well.
The
I
labels
mean,
watered it the fuck down, and now look at it. It's not as popular as it was.
sure.
Granted, evolution. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to like the new,
jazz, man. Kiss my
the same thing
Yeah, I
and
do
whatever.
too.
You know,
I do
things evolve.
Yeah.
Don't hear about it.
Exactly.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Like it.
So
That's fire.
let's go a step higher now.
You're taking
now
it
you got
somewhere
rock.
deep right
now you
now.
got rock. Rock in the beginning was ridiculed.
That's because
You
Buddy
know what I'm
Holly
saying?
was the one who introduced it. A black man.
Regardless, you can't. We don't want our boys singing and
Doing
playing
those
that
pelvic
kind of
thrusts.
music.
Right.
That's what it is. It was we don't want them playing that kind of music.
We're used to holding hands.
You know what I'm saying? So it was banned, so to speak, or looked down upon.
Sure.
How many different type of genres does rock have now?
Oh, I mean,
At least 100.
there's
Watered the motherfucker down.
Yeah.
Now that shit's not even really. Well, I mean, it's popular. There's certain genres now, but not as popular
Not
as
like
it
it used to
was
be.
when it was pure, more
No, it
pure.
is. Well, and you got to look at the merger too, like from the UK, like
Oh, yeah.
when the Beatles came, and then when
Because it got
Yellow
it
Submarine
got
happened.
poppy.
Yeah.
I mean,
It got
drugs
poppy.
influenced music,
That's where
too.
the
That
genres
changed some shit
changed.
up.
It got poppy,
Right.
Really fucking
more
up.
attractive, more lucrative. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Lucrative,
now they're
good word.
preying on women and young women. You know what I'm saying? They do those boy band shits, and it's not for no fucking reason. It's because
dude.
they're tapping into that fucking market.
Well,
Just like you got a hot R&B
Exactly.
singer
Tapping into
or
Exactly.
a young
That's all market shit.
country singer or whatever.
As soon as they realize there's money in
it's
it,
tapping into a certain market.
that's when these huge record labels come in and try to just capitalize on it, and they see that it's popular.
You
and
just rap about a name brand and you're good.
and they flood it, and they flood the music scene with similar artists that play similar style genre, and they come up with all these different genres now, and they haven't done it yet with hip hop.
How much?
But I didn't finish it. Hold on.
That's just like Jay-Z making a song called Tom Ford. Like,
Well, but
it's
let
all
me-
it's all to market something and make money off of it.
Well, yeah, he definitely had a, yeah. But let's go a step further with what I was taking it. So now let's go one further to hip hop.
Okay.
Now you have from the beginning of
Started
hip
with
hop.
storytelling.
Yes.
Well, it started
There's a
with
lot
that
of storytelling.
It started with jazz, bro. It started with jazz, and now they're putting words to it.
And blues.
But it stuck more, instead of branching off to the rock, you had more of the blues jazz. Now you got blues players putting hit raps
But
on
then they
shit.
sample rock a lot too.
And then you had a lot of singers going more up tempo,
Dude, Luke
more
Bryan
upbeat
rapped.
with their singing, with their songs, because it was church songs. That's how you get the birth of R&B.
Sure, and all the
R&B
gospel
and hip hop both came from jazz, and when they started doing that up tempo jazz with an MC, if you will, not even a singer or a rhymer. It's just an MC, because it was just usually call out signs like hey, you know what I'm saying, and chants type shit.
Well, you're
you know what I'm saying?
influenced by what's come before you, so that's, I mean, it's kind of natural.
Right. So,
That's how
you know
it
what I'm saying?
works.
So the evolution was Pete Rock, you know what I'm saying? The Furious Five, Grandmaster Flash. That's where it goes.
Rakim, Big Daddy
So,
Kane.
if
Rakim,
if
the
you
greatest
will,
rapper Allah.
you can call
Slick
that
Rick.
classic rap,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
can call that genre classic rap.
Yeah.
And then you got now the Ice Cube era.
Gangster
You
rap.
can call that gangster rap.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a lot
And
of
then
people in that category too.
Yeah.
You got now, let's see, what's the next
The whole
era?
80s was gangster rap.
You had the conscious
The down
movement.
south.
Conscious.
The
backpack
down south.
conscious.
Chopped and screwed.
The down south.
South and then backpack rap.
Dirty
Chopped
South.
and-
Yeah.
You got chopped and screwed. That's
5,000
Texas
watts.
down
Yeah.
south.
Yeah.
They got
True.
a lot of the
But then
club
you have
shit too.
Atlanta.
A lot of the club
Yeah. Oh,
shit.
Georgia. Oh, dude.
AZ
That,
aliens.
oh.
Okay, so and this is not crunk.
They're different though.
This is
No,
this
Outkast
is
is
Goody
on
Mob.
another level.
They're different. Though.
Goody Mob,
Andre and Big Boy are on another level.
Yeah, they're different.
Outkast, and them. You know what I'm saying? This is before all of that. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, yo mama and your cousin too. All right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Rolling down
That's
the
not trap.
AT Aliens
That's
is one
not
of the
trap.
greatest albums.
That's just
Cadillac,
South
bro.
Atlanta.
Dude,
It's one of
I
the
mean,
greatest
it
albums
was
ever.
South, but like
Ever.
they have so much. Like, here's the best thing.
like
and
top
this
five,
is why
hands down.
Outkast is so different, because they
why they're
have
the greatest
they have
group.
so much
So
like
good.
funk, and they have so much blues, and then they have like the jazz
Lyricism.
hits, and then on top of just the content, I mean, they still have that South aspect of like
That's that
grime
jazz
and, like,
evolution.
The hype. Like there's the hype, but like I'm saying, there's the
That's
funk,
that
there's the blues,
Atlanta
there's like
jazz
that swing.
evolution.
That was something else, man. I mean, they are still something else,
So
but
long
One of a
point
kind.
short.
No, there's still
Now-
more. Like we're saying though, you got the drill
No.
rap.
But
As it moves
the
on.
difference is though, hip hop has had much more
Got
of
the
an
boom bap.
influence than any other genre before.
Well, because we let other groups
on
in.
both sides. No,
Like
no,
there's
no,
Asian
no.
rappers,
Not
there's
even.
no, I know what you're saying.
rapper.
I
Not
know.
even. I'm
That's still
talking
part of
about
it.
the voice of hip hop. Period. My nigga, NWA was targeted by the FBI for a song. Fuck the police. And it's not like these niggas were into like legit gang and about to do all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? They just made a song called Fuck the Police. And the government was a fucking afraid.
Because they were so influential. Anyone who's that influential gets targeted.
How do you stop something that's influential? You don't
Kill
give it
him.
credit.
Or kill them.
Or
How
give
do
it
you not
AIDS.
give something credit? You don't let it break up into subgroups like all the other music types have done. You just label it all as hip hop.
Right.
If it's all labeled as hip hop, everybody knows all of it's bad. We don't fuck with it if it's got that stigma. So they're not going to be like, oh, this is this music, this is that kind of music, this is
when you're too influential.
This is that rap shit. Nobody likes that rap shit. And it could be anybody that's on the damn radio or playing, and it's still that rap shit.
And a lot of people that don't know rap, they get the wrong, like, you know, they have the wrong perception of it because they think it's only one type of music. Like, it's only about materialistic shit or fucking bitches or, you know, slanging drugs. And there's so much more. But that's the shit that gets more, like, publicized.
That's how you kill something that's influential.
It's because people,
and especially music. Music is so influential. Like with rock.
Well, it should be, and that's what's sad about the radio today.
It's influential in a bad way.
Well, see, and that's what they don't want.
In a bad way.
And that's what they don't want with rock. They saw the effects with rock and how the white community kids at that age just took a clinging to rock. Motley Crue, Led Zeppelin, you know what I'm saying? Metallica back in the day.
I'm one of them.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm one of them.
But see, that's a dark look from the fucking Meet the fucking Beavers look that they try to portray every American household to be.
And you know what? But that's
fighting heads off of bats.
That is one of
to Leave It to Beaver niggas.
It is not my only reason, but it is one of my biggest reasons why I love death metal and tech and whatever we want to call it nowadays.
I was raging against my machine.
Well, dude, always, right?
Never say that again.
This is what I think. You know, some people.
It's that rebellion.
Talk about like scrutinizing.
It's that rebellion factor.
Right.
But if we're gonna talk about scrutinizing and doing that, okay, yeah, some of it's rebellious. But dude, so I told you I was jazz band, right, in middle school. Got to high school, was still doing like symphonic band, and then I got into marching band. So transferring that, like I've always said, there's a dial, right? If you could do like a 360 on genres of music, like where it starts and where it ends. Mm-hmm. You got classical, and then you know
Beethoven was a rock star.
So well, here's the thing, all right? Here's my point. So you go through all these times,
everything
right?
evolved from one another.
Yep.
I always put death metal at the end. I put it so close to classical music.
Yes.
When you translate it for like note for note what's being played, you're hearing, you know, symphonies basically. It's just being
faster rate.
It's but it's just
tempo.
being, you know, like put in a little and I appreciate it so much, just not just because I play it, but just knowing because I play it, the technical abilities and what's going on, and like, you know, everybody wants to slander it and be like, oh, it's like you can't hear anything they're saying. It's just
you're not listening.
It's just noise. It's like no, you're not
listening. Musicality.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh,
People don't realize that it's an art.
But
like
you know
that,
what?
though.
Even more so, and
but there's that slander on it, and with hip hop too.
They don't realize it though.
There's a
They're
slander
not
on it
listening
because it's like, oh, it's just people hitting like, you know, a couple buttons, and they're just like talking shit about bitches and like whatever.
It's just bitches and hoes and drugs, and they curse after everything, and it's nigga this and nigga that.
But my whole philosophy, regardless if you like something or not, if you can't do it, you shouldn't hate on it.
Exactly. And
if
if
it's
it
something
invokes,
that you're not able to do, you shouldn't
if
hate.
it
My
invokes
nigga.
any emotion,
Hold on.
negative or
That's
positive.
why
I know.
that's
I
why I
derailed this.
respect.
I'm sorry. I know.
That's why I
No,
respect a little
we're
bit.
still on it. We're still on it.
That's why I respect all sports
my
or
nigga-
whoever's like top tier at something. If they're better than me at it, I'm not gonna hate on them.
But my nigga, it's not the American way if I can't hate or talk shit on some shit that you're doing that I'm not doing.
Right.
If
It's so natural.
if
to
the
hate.
mob doesn't
some
like
people.
it or is not hip to it yet, I'm not gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Who the fuck
who
are
knows?
you
No one
that
likes
you're
that.
better than me
Yeah.
trying to make some shit up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As much
mad
as
dangerous.
motherfuckers like to say, "Oh yeah, I'm in it for the togetherness and for everybody else shit."
No, you're not.
Man, if
You're
9
just a
times out of
crab in this
10,
big-ass
I give
bucket.
props when props are due.
9 times
If
out
you're
of 10,
dope, I'll give you
it's
props.
strangers giving motherfuckers that big up to get where they need to go in life and how these motherfuckers got big and shit like that.
However, I
Half the
don't
time it's
subscribe to that
strangers.
narrative.
It's not even the
I love you
people
guys,
in
I
your
think you're
circle
great.
type shit.
I've told all of
It's
y'all.
motherfuckers that don't even know you.
I've told all of y'all, I'll get on a track with someone that's way better than me. I don't even care if someone's verse is better. That's just props. I'll just
That's
give
what
you
you're
props.
supposed to do.
That just makes the track better.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
There's some people I feel like that won't get on tracks with certain people
'Cause
because
they're
they don't
scared.
want to look bad. I'm like, bro,
They're scared.
If you have
if
the
your verse is better
opportunity
than
to do
mine, I'm
it-
gonna give you a handshake.
Everything speaks for
I'll give you a
itself.
handshake. I don't care.
Well, and absolutely, but
if
if you
somebody
could-
bodies my verse better than I did,
I'm
I
not
need
mad.
to step my game.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
I'm
well,
not mad.
not only that, but here's the other thing: if you're really about it, who fucking cares?
That's a gauntlet.
If you're getting on something,
makes
give
the
the
song
chance to
good.
say
Exactly.
you did a track
That's a
with
showcase.
so and so. Yeah,
better.
You have
And
more
if
in
they're
your
like, bro,
portfolio.
we
and
hate
you think
you
it's
on
whack,
this,
on your.
I'll
Get
be
better.
like, cool. I'm glad he brought his A game.
And then if someone wants to call you trash, you'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm trash. But guess what? I did a track with so and so. They
Where's your
just got
track?
on it with me. They felt good enough to get it on. You know.
Right.
I mean, that's see.
And at least we're putting in work. What are you doing? You know.
Exactly.
Well, that too.
You got to have something to show for it.
Yeah.
Remember, guys.
A lot of the people that are
Absolutely.
hating are either not good at what you do or they haven't even fucking
Well, that's
tried
why
it.
None of y'all are natural haters. So
I
you
think-
sometimes can't even put yourself in the position of a hater to understand why they're hating.
No, yeah, I respect when people
There's
are
no,
good at
there's
shit.
no hate in my
Fair
game.
point.
Regardless
have
of
any
what it
hate
is,
in
if
your
you're good
DNA,
at something,
so
I
you're like-
respect that.
You're like, what are you even hating for? Like, all you do is show love, so you can't understand the position of a hater.
I
Does that
spread
make sense?
love. It's the Brooklyn
No,
way.
I get the position of a hater.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You're like
Jealousy?
literally the anti-hater.
It's
what,
well, 'cause-
just
and that's
jealousy?
exactly why I think I would know why people are hating.
What?
They're just jealous.
Oh, are you trying to be a what's that word?
What's the other reason
Optimistic.
to hate? What's the
No,
other
no,
reason
not
to hate though? Unless you don't like the person for like personal reasons. Like what's
That's
what's the
literally it.
reason
It's a
to hate?
reflection.
Well,
Usually, it's a
'cause-
reflection of something you can't.
Well,
do.
it's a projection of something that
So
you're
jealousy.
not, and so you're trying
down to
to either
jealousy.
one up or you're trying to at
Which
least
you can't do, so you
shine
hate.
and show yourself. It's like-
Otherwise, if you could one up, you wouldn't hate.
So, like I was
Exactly.
saying, you
You
guys are
wouldn't hate
great
on them.
and
Yeah.
not haters. That's all I was saying. You don't know what it means to be a hater because you just appreciate and live your own.
Just to play a hater.
There's been times too on certain episodes where I admitted if someone was like funnier than me or killed it more than I
Then I'm
did a
gonna
certain
try to
night, I'll be like,
go
nah,
harder
Dan
the
was
next
on
time."
that night, or Nisai or Mike was on
He
that
was
night.
hilarious.
No, definitely.
That person is hilarious.
Well, and it's also
I love Nick Cannon, Daddy. He's
Nick
hilarious.
Cannon has clothes.
Nick Cannon.
no, but it's also hard. Like when I first started, rapping with you guys, coming in, and you guys have been doing it for years, and I, would just rap to songs that I knew. I wouldn't write my own lyrics, or even at this point, even create my own beats. This is before all that.
Oh, this is before beats.
Yeah, and I step in. I step
my
in.
God.
Yeah, this is when you were fresh.
Step into a music night, and
On the Capadonna
I think it was
beat.
like one or two sessions that I came to before they're like, write to this beat with us, and I started writing and ended up recording that night, and it came out great. Well,
Fire. I bet.
it came out great for the time.
Right.
I listen to it now and I'm like, I was definitely a rookie.
That's
Yeah,
called
so,
progression.
you know,
That's
It's
progression.
good, it's good that you're progressing.
I mean,
though.
nobody starts off as the shit.
That's fire,
yeah.
though.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I felt
You
the
know,
same
Even if you
way.
start off
Landon,
good, you
that
still get
mentality,
better.
bro, is
Even
gonna make
MJ
you
got
an
cut.
ass
Oh, yeah.
rapper, dude.
Oh yeah.
No, but I felt the same way
That's a
because
fire
at first
mentality.
I was just recording him and Shane.
Yeah.
And
Trade, baby.
it
Music
was
makes
one
people
night.
gravitate though, because Dustin
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
doing
You got
it,
the same
and
mind
then
state,
Dustin
bro.
started hearing our
Exactly.
stuff, and then
Birds
he
of a feather.
wanted to.
Yeah, he
You
wanted to
started
get on
hearing it.
it.
You wanted to. Then
No,
you started recording.
here's what pisses
jumped
me
in.
off, though.
Everyone just
Okay.
started jumping in. It's
But-
good energy.
Good
Do you
vibes.
remember? So Dan's in, right? And he's rapping. He gets like a couple tracks under his belt, and then one day
hit some
he just
basement
starts
tracks.
playing the fucking piano, and he's like
this
really
fool's
good.
multifaceted.
And the guitar. And the guitar.
All of our jaws dropped, and we
He's
said,
multifaceted.
"What the fuck is that?" And we're like, "Dude." And that's where I know
Yep.
I told you. I said, "Hey, I'm already doing this. You know how to do that.
Yep.
You need to get something together and start making some fucking beats."
Hell yeah.
We didn't call him Landon for nothing. Just
Well, and that's even more to say on y'all's friendship period.
yeah,
Because-
because we don't meet each other for no reason.
Let it be the flip side, and somebody's seen that he now plays fucking piano.
There's a hate in it.
Hey man, let's not tell Dan tonight that we're linking for music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
all of a
true.
sudden they hate
Yeah.
the bullshit.
That's true.
And then all of a
That's
sudden,
true.
and it's like, when did we start alienating this motherfucker? And then all of a sudden, just because one
Ostracizing.
motherfucker is like taking it upon themselves to be like, nah, let's not.
21 Sensations is out here using vocab words.
Bro, because I mean, because if you think about it, not everybody is this supportive. Not everybody's clique has
That's why
solid
we've been
motherfuckers.
kicking it.
No,
for
I've
sure.
never.
You know
so
what I'm
look,
saying?
I've never
No,
experienced that.
Hey, I'll cheers to that.
You know what I mean? Absolutely.
No,
Cheers.
it's genuine.
To the
Everyone
homies.
gives props to everyone.
Everybody at this table, man.
And
sure.
I love all y'all.
And Mike, and I'll say it straight,
I feel what you're saying. That's pretty.
I haven't known you that long, but knowing who you know,
You could tell he's solid already.
it already is, you know,
solid.
like,
Yeah.
and so I just at least want to say, you know, thank you for letting me in.
Yeah.
The
Sit
Haitian's
here,
in.
have the conversation,
Bro,
but you
bro.
know what I mean, like, and,
He's solid.
and
in.
and I, you know, hope
He's a killer. He'll be
you would
as
still
well.
want to do the same, you know, where I know you came over and that night was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
It was a fun night.
It was
fun night.
It usually isn't that wild, you
All
know.
I need is fun nights.
Hey, the
Just
kids
fun
took
nights.
over. The kids took
All I
over.
need is
It was a
fun
kids
nights.
party.
or whatever.
Yes.
Nas said.
It was cool though. It was cool. It was a cool vibe.
got
So
it.
I just want to say thank you.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. And
So-
I'm happy I can return the favor because you know what I'm saying. I came over to your crib and kind of just was invited by the third party. You know what I mean? And was like,
well, and that's where I felt bad because it was kind
so
of the
look,
same thing here.
Stop this conversation right now.
yeah,
That last segment about the music was brought to
Absolutely.
you by No Mono,
Are we getting
the anti-mononucleosis drug.
Are you tired of mono sneaking up on you, tapping you on the shoulder, and making you tired?
Then get Nomo from makers of By Menon and talcum powder.
And talcum powder.
That's Nomo. No more mono.
Tell him powder.
You guys won't let us talk about sports.
Y'all making me sound like fucking Debo over here. God damn it.
Oh no, everybody's a victim.
Anybody can get it.
Oh wait, here. Can we do maybe one small question?
Is there any superstitions you guys have?
Absolutely for the guests.
like 1 minute for the question or two.
Any
What's the
superstitions?
question?
We can leave them on
Alright.
that,
Any real life?
and we'll poll it.
Let's do a quick Mount Rushmore.
Of what?
It has to be different genres of music,
Oh,
Mount Rushmore of music?
but your favorites. So like favorite in rap, favorite in like rock or metal.
Can I go
favorite in like and you can do any four types of music, but just like four different
types of music.
four
Your
different
Can I go first?
types of
I like that.
four different groups.
Can I go first?
That would be like if it was, you know, your Mount Rushmore of like if okay.
So what's your group? So you got
you're-
hip hop,
so
like
like
rock.
you're doing like a long drive, right? You're gonna
What's your
drive
playlist?
way the fuck.
Good for?
You only get 4 CDs to listen to, but it has to be 4 different genres or types.
Okay, I like
what
that
are you
question.
I'll
bringing?
just do hip hop real
So I'm
quick
gonna go.
before I leave.
Kurt Cobain.
So Nirvana.
So no, just Kurt Cobain because he's on the 4.
No, he said albums.
Well, okay, we're doing artists or but
He said
do
Mount
albums.
Rushmore.
Do
Yeah,
albums.
let's do albums. I like
albums.
albums is better.
no, I like,
albums.
but I like the Mount
Kurt
Rushmore.
Cobain's
So
Nirvana.
so it can be a
Kurt
representation
Cobain's Nirvana.
of Nirvana. So Nirvana would be one. So you're taking
Jimi
Kurt Cobain.
Hendrix and when he had his all-white rhythm section, what's that shit called? The Experience.
Mhm.
Jimi Hendrix and The Experience.
Jimmy.
Yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 is I'm gonna probably do Jay-Z,
Okay.
The Blueprint, and then number 4 is gonna be either Keith Urban or the black dude from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh,
All right,
Because country has its place in music.
let me cut in. So I think I'm gonna do the 4
Respect.
CDs.
Oh, and Maynard. Fuck Hootie and the Blowfish. Maynard.
Maynard's number 4.
I'm gonna do the 4 CDs. So it goes.
1,000 Eyes. 10,000.
Damn, but it's one of each genre on the CDs though.
It just has. Yeah, it has to be
Four,
different.
bro. Your big 4.
Just do hip hop real quick before I leave.
Cause I don't know too many rock or other shits. I just know like singles from other
Then do
genres.
do your-
type
Okay.
shit.
Well, then,
Do your lane.
I'll do. So
I guess that's fine. That's fine. So if you want to do your lane, I'm
all
personally
right, I'm
going
gonna
to do
just do.
4
I'm
different
gonna do
things.
my 4, just whatever. So
But I guess you're Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
on a long ride, fuck. Let me do Big,
Nice. Storyteller.
Luda,
Lyricist. Storyteller. Skip master.
Metallica,
What Metallica?
like
Pre-Napster?
What year?
yeah, pre-Mapster Metallica.
Pre-Napster Metallica.
And then wait, hold on, but the Black Album was dope though.
Yes, it was. And
Black Album was dope,
Okay, I'll
though.
give you that.
So good Metallica.
So yeah, like the
Well, that was when
the more
the Black Album was some.
it was more to like to what they were.
Sad but true.
It was like vintage. It was like a
It wasn't thrash anymore.
No, it was dog. That shit was musical, bro. That shit was musical.
It was
That
really good.
And from a nigga like me saying Metallica Black, that's a lot.
Come on, number
And
4.
then,
I want to hear
number
Kenny
4,
laugh.
Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
Okay,
and
all right.
I'm a fucking king.
I'm just doing 4 hip hop albums.
And I'm
That's
the
what we're
king.
doing. Reasonable Doubt. This is no order.
Fire.
Reasonable Doubt.
I knew it.
Liquid Swords.
I knew it.
Individual and group. Kind of.
AT Aliens.
That's a cool.
Yep.
That's 3 right there.
Yeah.
I only got 1 more.
Now do your favorite.
Damn.
Do that nigga's album that was like. Because that's pretty much what I did. But then you hip hop.
Mad Villainy or Muddy Waters?
Fire. For your personality, I would say Muddy Waters. But that's just because of your personality.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or Chandeliers.
All right. I'm going to go real quick.
Good one.
I'm going to go real quick. For hip-hop,
Landon.
say AC Alone's Book of Human Language.
That's a good album.
For
That's a good.
for rock, it's either going to be 13th Step by Perfect Circle. Yeah, probably 13th Step.
It's still Maynard. Hello.
Let's see,
That
2
was
other
good.
genres. If we're doing, let's see, I'll do a
And you
little,
can even put that in a more of like progressive
true. Yeah,
metal.
that's true.
Like
It's like a
311
prog
Modest
rock.
Mouse
That's true.
music type of shit.
If we're doing okay, and then another different genre, it'd probably be grammatics.
Nice.
That's his producer by
Soul
right
for
there.
the Water.
Right?
I think it's
that.
2.
That's his producer.
I think it's Soul for the Water 2.
It's a golf clap.
That one is amazing. And then we'll do shit. That third one's tough because I like. Oh, actually, no, it's not. We're gonna do some straight up reggae. Protege released an album not too long ago. And that shit's
Can I add a
fire.
5th to
Like
mine?
2017.
Can I add a 5th to
More
mine?
recent, I think.
Yeah, Go ahead, say something.
If we're adding a 5th, I gotta throw Barrington Levy in my 5th.
Man, I like Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, Lil Baby.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you or your company are looking to jump into the podcast world, now is the time. The Plug Agency is here to connect you to the full power of podcasting. You just record and leave the rest to us. The people are listening and want to hear from you. theplug-agency.com. That's theplug-agency.com. Click the link in the episode description for an exclusive offer.
Yo, it's Julius, and I just made traveling easier with the motorized scooter suitcase. Let me say it again. motorized scooter suitcase. Yeah, that's right. The luggage has got a built-in electric motor. So the suitcase, I can ride it and glide through the airport or the train station, through downtown, and it all fits in the overhead storage bin. No more crowded terminals trying to say, excuse me, y'all gonna see me gliding through there. I can hop in and off the light rail like it's no problem. I'm not struggling to carry these heavy ass bags of podcast equipment anymore. All you gotta do is just click the link in the episode description that says Smart Suitcase. Click Smart Suitcase and see what I'm talking about. I'm telling y'all, it's going to change the way, if you're traveling, this is going to change everything. Click the link. Let's go.
Hey, Cricket customers, Max with ads is included with your Cricket $60 unlimited plan at no additional cost. Nice! Max is the streaming platform where you can watch Scoob, Meg 2 The Trench, The Nightmare on Elm Street collection, and so much more.
Remember me.
Just log in with your Cricket username and password to experience Max on all your favorite devices.
We've never seen this before.
Max, the one to watch for a good scream with Cricket. Yeah! Phone plan streams in standard definition. Programming subject to change. Fees, terms, and restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.